Hi, I'm Garrett with Duck Decoys, introducing the most versatile decoy to hit the market in years, the all-new Surf and Turf. Now what we're going to talk about first is the turf part of it. This decoy not only sits on the water, it also sits on the land. Now we've got a typical woods and water spread like we hunt over here in North Carolina, and so we're going to throw a couple mallards out here on the bank to show like there's a couple that have gotten up there to sun and get a little drink of water. What you do is your Surf and Turf comes with a little steel rod like this to use as a stake. What we're going to do is we're going to stick that stake right in that hole. One thing you do not want to do is use the decoy to push the stake in the ground. This is a common mistake. It will mess the decoy up. Do not do this. What you want to do is you want to stick the stake in the ground first. Just like that. And then take your decoy and line up the hole on it. And set him up just like that. Now these decoys, you can tell he's twisting around there. They will right to the wind, but you need to make sure you get your stake level in the ground to do that. We're going to go ahead and set a couple more up. And as you can see, as I'm setting these out, this decoy has been created without a flat surface. This decoy has texture. It is not just flat, okay? It's going to refract light. What that means is the light's going to come in and hit these little grooves and reflect off and not create a shine. As you can see on this head, no, these heads are not flocked. It's better than flocking. They've got real texture, just like a real mallard drake's head. It's got the correct sheen. The flocking absorbs too much light for a mallard. You want a little bit of refraction off of it, and this is the only decoy on the market that shows that. You can even set them down all the way like that, so that way it looks like they're sitting on the bank. And now we're going to go ahead and set this one up like he's getting a drink of water. And there you go, all it takes is a few. Now we're going to show you the surf part. Now that you've seen how to use the Surf and Turf decoy on dry land, we're going to show you the water side of Surf and Turf, the surf. The first thing you've got to do to use your Surf and Turf in the water is rig up a ballast weight. So when you get your Surf and Turf, what it's going to come with is a loop in the bottom of the bird and a two-way snap swivel. What you have to do is supply your own 4 ounces of weight. We've used a pyramid weight, you can use a bell weight, you can use nuts and bolts, whatever will get you to the right weight. So what you do is you take the two-way snap and you go onto the loop, and the first thing you got to do is you got to put the top snap on the bird like that. You snap that top snap in just like that, and then your other loop comes around and clips right there. Now aside from an anchor line, this bird's ready to float in the water. Now that you've got your ballast weight rigged up, we're going to show you how to attach an anchor line to it. Now before I get started, if you've got a system for anchoring your decoys that you're comfortable with and that you like, go ahead and stick with it. But this is the method that we've found to best work with these decoys. It's a method that's been around for years. We stay here on the coast and we hunt a lot on the coast, and so this is a method that was designed for people that live on the coast. What it is a sliding egg sinker on 300-pound monofilament line. We put 2 crimps in it because you can't tie knots in this stuff. That's one of the advantages of it. And we put a snap swivel on one end. Now what you're going to do with this is, as you're picking up your decoys, once you undo them, you're going to clip all these loops to the carabiner. And so what you've got is a carabiner full of these rigs clipped onto it just like this. You're going to open that carabiner up, take the clip off the loop, grab your other end that's got the snap swivel on it, open your snap swivel, let your anchor slide to the other end, clip your snap swivel onto the front loop of the decoy here on the chest, and then you can just pitch the decoy out in the water. It doesn't matter which angle you pitch the decoy at because it will self-right. As you see here. I'm going to throw it in upside down and he self-rights. Now look how smooth that decoy slides across that water. He's got a convex bottom on him just like a real duck would have if he were sitting in the water. And you can see how easily he moves across that water. We have no wind out here today and just a slight current blowing on him, and he's moving back and forth real easy like that. That's what you want in a decoy. That's what's going to bring the ducks in. That's what's going to get you more ducks in your bag.